Listen very carefully. What I'm about to tell you might make you uncomfortable, but discomfort is the price of truth. The real reason you can't stop lust is not because you are weak. It's not because you lack willpower. It's not because you are a bad person. The real reason is this: your mind has been trained, programmed, and hijacked. From the moment you wake up, your brain is under attack. Your phone, your apps, your screen, your environment. Everything around you is designed to keep you distracted, stimulated, and addicted. And lust is one of the easiest hooks. Ask yourself honestly, did you choose to think these thoughts? Or were they triggered? Do you feel in control, or do you feel pulled? Here's the hard truth most people never explain. Your brain runs on dopamine. Dopamine is not pleasure, it is anticipation. It is the chemical that says, I want more. Modern life gives you endless dopamine spikes with zero effort. Scrolling, images, videos, fantasy, instant access. Your brain never evolved for this. Thousands of years ago, desire had a purpose, pushed humans to survive, build, hunt, connect, and grow. Today, that same desire is hijacked by screens. So when you say, I can't stop lust, what you're really saying is, I can't escape a system designed to keep me addicted. Think about this deeply. Why does lust hit hardest when you are tired, when you are alone, when you are bored, you have no clear direction? Because in those moments, your brain looks for easy dopamine, and lust delivers it instantly. This is why motivation alone never works. You can promise yourself 1,000 times, I will stop. I will be strong. I will change. But motivation cannot defeat programming. Let me ask you a serious question and answer honestly. How often do urges appear without your permission? That should scare you, because what controls your thoughts? Controls your actions. And what controls your actions? Controls your life. Here is another uncomfortable truth. Lust is not just about desire. It is about escape. Escape from stress, escape from loneliness, escape from responsibility, escape from feeling behind in life. When your life feels empty, lust feels loud. When your purpose is weak, temptation feels strong. Society will never tell you this, because a distracted man is easy to control. A disciplined man is dangerous. Algorithms don't care about your discipline. They care about your attention. And attention is the currency of this era. Every image you didn't ask for, every suggestion you didn't search for, every trigger you didn't choose, they are not accidents. So stop blaming yourself alone. But listen carefully. This does not mean you are helpless. It means the battle is not where you thought it was. You've been fighting lust at the surface level, while the real war is happening in your mind, habits, and environment. Hey, this is why willpower breaks at night. This is why relapses feel automatic. This is why shame keeps repeating. Because you were never taught how the trap works. Let me explain the trap clearly. It goes like this. Trigger gives dopamine spike, gives temporary relief, gives crash, gives shame, gives repeat. Each cycle weakens your self-trust. Each relapse convinces you that you are broken, but you are not broken. You are overstimulated. And overstimulation kills self-control. Here's another question for you. Answer honestly in your head. If lust disappeared today, would your life suddenly feel meaningful, or would you feel empty? That question reveals everything. Most people don't struggle with lust. They struggle with lack of purpose, and lust fills the gap. This is why fighting lust directly often fails. Because you are trying to remove a symptom without treating the cause. The real cause is a mind without structure, a day without direction, a life without something worth suffering for. And the system profits from keeping it that way. But here's the good news. Once you understand the real reason, you can change the strategy. And next, we are going to expose the exact mental trap that keeps pulling you back. Why even disciplined people relapse. Why streaks break. And why just stop advice is useless. Before we continue, I want you to do one thing. Comment below. I see the trap. Not for me, for yourself. Because awareness is the first crack in the prison wall. This is not about guilt. It's about clarity. And clarity is power. Now that you know the truth, it's time to go deeper. Because awareness alone is not enough. You can see the trap and still be stuck inside it. The biggest lie you've been told is this: if I just try harder, I'll stop. That sounds logical, but it's wrong. Willpower is not infinite. It drains, and lust attacks you when your willpower is lowest. Late at night, after stress, after failure, after loneliness, this is not an accident. This is timing. Let me explain the trap clearly. Your brain has two systems, one that plans the future, and one that seeks comfort right now. When you are tired, stressed, or emotionally drained, the future-focused system shuts down. The comfort-seeking system takes control. That system does not care about your goals. It does not care about your promises. It only wants relief. This is why you can be disciplined all day, still fall at night. You didn't suddenly become weak. Your brain switched modes. Here's where most people fail. They try to fight urges in the moment, but by the time the urge appears, the battle is already lost. Because the decision was made earlier. It was made when you scrolled too long, when you stayed up too late, when you avoided responsibility, when you left your mind idle. Lust is not a sudden enemy. It is the final symptom of a day lived without structure. Ask yourself honestly, do urges come when you are busy, focused, and fulfilled? Or when you are bored, tired, and empty? That answer matters. Here is the loop that traps you. You promise yourself change. You feel motivated. You resist for a while, then life hits you. Stress, fatigue, emotion, your guard drops. The urge appears. And because you rely only on willpower, you break. Then comes shame. And shame is the most dangerous part, because shame doesn't fix the problem. It pushes you back into the same cycle. You feel bad? You want to escape? Lust offers it again. This is why motivation videos don't last. They give you emotion, but not systems. Emotion fades. Systems stay. Here's another truth people avoid. You are not addicted to lust. You're addicted to dopamine spikes without effort. Lust just happens to be the fastest source. Remove lust without replacing dopamine. Your brain will rebel. That's why suppression fails. Your mind demands balance. If you don't give it healthy stimulation, it will take unhealthy stimulation. This is also why streak-based thinking is dangerous. People say, I ruined my streak. I failed. No, you didn't fail. You lost a battle, not the war. But when you see it as failure, you binge, you spiral, you give up. That mindset keeps you trapped. Let me ask you something uncomfortable. If you remove lust today, what will fill the space tomorrow? If the answer is nothing, then lust will come back. Every time, because empty space is painful, and the brain hates pain. This is the real trap. Trying to remove lust without building a life worth focusing on. Your mind needs direction, target, something meaningful enough to pull you forward. Without that, temptation will always be louder than discipline. Here's what no one tells you. Lust is strongest in men who feel behind in life, behind in purpose, behind in progress, behind in self-respect, becomes a substitute for achievement. A fake win. And fake wins are addictive. So the question is not, how do I stop lust? The real question is, what am I avoiding in my life? That answer is painful, but it's also the key. Because once you face what you're avoiding, lust loses power. In part 3, we are going to do exactly that. We will build the exit strategy, not motivation, not guilt, but systems that reprogram your mind. Before we continue, I want you to pause. Ask yourself this and answer honestly. What part of your life feels empty right now? Write one word in the comments. It's just one, because the moment you name it, you weaken the trap. The next version is where everything changes. Now listen carefully, because this is where everything changes. If first version showed you the truth, and second version exposed the trap, then this version is the way out. It's not motivation, not guilt, not promises, systems. You don't escape lust by fighting it. You escape it by outgrowing it. Here is the first rule of freedom. You cannot remove lust without replacing what it was masking. Lust was never the real problem. It was a substitute for purpose, a substitute for progress, a substitute for direction. So the exit strategy begins here. Step 1, stop relying on willpower. Willpower is fragile. It breaks under stress, fatigue, and emotion. Instead, build friction. Make bad decisions hard. Make good decisions easy. Remove apps that trigger you. Block content aggressively. Change your environment. If temptation is always near you, discipline will always feel impossible. This is not weakness. This is intelligence. Step 2. Control your inputs. What you watch becomes what you think. What you think becomes what you desire. Endless scrolling weakens the mind. Passive consumption trains impulsiveness. Replace it with intentional input. Books, long-form content, skill learning. A focused mind has less room for lust. Step 3. Structure your day. An unstructured day is a dangerous day. Lust attacks when your mind is idle, so remove idle time. Plan your mornings. Plan your evenings. Decide in advance what you will do when boredom hits. When your day has direction, temptation loses timing. Step 4. Redirect energy. Don't suppress it. Desire is energy. Energy must move. If you don't move it into work, it will move into fantasy. Exercise hard. Create something. Build skills. Chase progress. A tired body with a focused goal has little interest in lust. Step 5. Build a life that competes with temptation.
Ow.
This is the most important step. Ask yourself honestly, what am I building right now? If your life feels empty, lust will always feel powerful. But when you start winning small wins, daily wins, your brain rewires. Progress beats pleasure. Real achievement gives deeper dopamine than any cheap stimulation ever could. Step 6. Change how you see yourself. Stop saying I'm trying to quit. Say I'm someone who controls his mind. Identity drives behavior. When you act from identity, discipline stops feeling like punishment. It becomes natural. Step 7. Expect urges and stop fearing them. Urges will come. That doesn't mean you're failing. It means you're human. The difference now is this. You don't panic. You don't negotiate. You execute your plan. Walk, work, exercise, create. Urges pass when they are not fed. Step 8. Drop streak obsession. Freedom is not a number. It's consistency over time. If you slip, you don't spiral. You reset immediately. No shame, no binge, no quitting. Progress is nonlinear. Quitting is the only failure. Step 9. Replace isolation with connection. Lust grows in isolation. Strength grows in accountability. Find someone you respect. Share your goal. Report progress. A man who is seen is less likely to self-destruct. Step 10. Anchor yourself to a future vision. Who do you become if lust no longer controls you? Stronger, focused, confident, dangerous in the best way? Keep that image clear. Every urge becomes a choice. Temporary relief or long-term power. And now comes the truth most people never reach. Lust doesn't disappear because you defeat it. It fades because your life becomes too meaningful to waste energy on it. You don't escape lust, you transcend it. Before this video ends, I want you to do something important. Ask yourself this question honestly. What is one thing I will start building instead of escaping? Write it in the comments. One word is enough. And if this video helped you see the truth, if it gave you clarity instead of guilt, subscribe to this channel. We don't sell motivation here. We build discipline, clarity, and power. Turn on notifications. This journey is not easy, but it is worth it. Remember this, you were never weak. You were never broken, you were just untrained. And now, you know the way out.